You need cheat sheet, I got.
Hiding it with my break.
Hi, welcome to the next chapter. My name is Mike Keating. If you suffer like I do with sinus congestion, with runny nose, with the drops in your throat and everything else, you may want to stick around for our next show. Let's get started.
Go! One. 2 minutes. Ready?
I am Forge Fit. I'm becoming Forge Fit.
I am Forge Fit.
I am Forge Fit.
I am Forge Fit. I'm Forge Fit.
We are Forge Fit.
Bring it down, right here. Yeah.
Hi, welcome back, and thank you to Forge Fitness for being our sponsor. I actually took one of the classes there. If you haven't tried this, you got to try it. And that they just do an amazing job. They'll put you through your paces. Anyway, we have two very amazing people today from Breathe here in Pigeon Forge. We have Robin over here and JB over here. And I actually worked with JB once before on the Black Bear Jamboree
That's right.
years ago. He was camp counselor and I was the nerd.
My little buddy.
The little buddy. Well, there you go. Well, we've actually got a little video for you of their place here at Breathe. I went over there the other day, and they have this amazing facility, and we'll talk more about that after the video. So let's... Hi, here we are at Breathe in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, where I'm actually going to have a procedure done where one of the readers wrote in that my eyes looked like they were dark and kind of sunken on the last episode. So I talked to the people at Breathe. I talked to JB in particular, and Mary, who actually owns the place here, and they told me that they have a thing where they do a cold light. It's a six-time process thing. We're going to go through the first of the 6 right now, and they're going to actually use the cold light under my eyes, and let's see how it works. First of all, let's introduce people here.
Hey, Michael. Good to see you.
Good to see
nice
you.
to see you again. I'm JB, and I'm going to be guiding Michael through the process. And Nicole is right here. Here's Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Nicole is our esthetician, and she's going to be actually administering
Doing
and
things.
facilitating the process.
Oh,
for
very
you.
cool. Very
So
cool.
I'm going to turn you over to the person who knows the most, and that's Nicole.
Well, very first thing, let's go take a quick little tour of your place.
Okay.
So people can actually see what Breathe is.
Come on, I'll join you.
Yeah. Well, you're going to lead.
You lead.
Now, people don't know this, but actually JB and I used to work on a show called Black Bear Jamboree together. He played the camp counselor, I played the assistant camp counselor. And for those of you who remember, I actually played a nerd with a very high voice. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the tour.
Come on over, and we're going to begin to show you the different aspects of the facility here at Breathe. One of the more popular one is the salt room. This is a Himalayan salt room, and Michael said that he's going to devote one whole episode of his program to the Himalayan salt room.
This absolutely fascinates me. I've read a little bit about this, but we're going to do a little bit more about it and find out how this actually helps you in your breathing and everything else. It cleans out your sinuses.
The process of the Himalayan salt room here at Breathe is one that is rare and identified with East Tennessee. The most important thing is it deals with respiratory issues. So if folks have issues regarding asthma or allergies, hay fever, and so on, this is the room to go to, and they can come in, and the key word is relax. Come on in, sit down, relax.
Yeah, I noticed that as you first open up the door here, the music kind of comes out at you, and it's kind of a relaxing feel.
Yeah, the whole facility should be an event where you can relax and have some wonderful things, healthy treatments done to make you feel better and look better.
Well, cool. Let's go see some more stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to ask Nicole to lead us on because she knows more about the other rooms.
Down here is our esthetician room, and this is where we're going to be performing our cold light laser. We also do waxing here and other facials. There's quite a few to pick from.
Michael, you're going to be spending some time in this room with Nicole.
It's going to be
Sounds
your favorite room.
Now, this is the fit therapy room, Michael. And I was telling you about this because the fit therapy is wonderful for a number of different reasons. Mostly, first of all, it allows toxins to be eliminated from the body by using infrared. So if people have a little bit, maybe they want to work on a little bit of excess weight and maybe remove some of that. Or if they have aches and pains, there's a whole variety of things. But basically, you lay down on this little bed, simple and relaxed and comfortable, and we wrap you up like a snuggle, and we're going to use infrared heat that is just going to make the body relax and sweat out through the toxins, a lot of the bad stuff that seems to generate through us. This process, you can lay here for an hour. You can doze off, you can dream. If you'd like, I'm a meditation counselor. I can come in and help you meditate to make that relaxation just a little bit more. But this is going to be a room that I've done this. I've been on both sides of the wrap.
Yeah, you were telling me about this and how it's
absolutely
helped you.
love it. I had back surgery, and this has helped relieve some of the pain issues of my back by just laying here for a half hour to an hour. So we'll talk more about the fit therapy.
Okay, cool.
And this in here is our cosmetology room. We use Fermisi product, which are healthy products that we use. We have several different colors we can do. We can do some crazy colors. We can do some regular colors. We have an awesome cosmetologist, and
Very
she
cool.
also does bridal hair and makeup.
And this is all natural things,
It
right?
is, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, the products that we use to help people feel good and look good, all the products that we use, the owner is insistent that they be organic, that they be chemical free, and they be healthy. So you won't find products that we use here in the general supermarket or pharmacy. The products have to be to her specifications, healthy, organic, and chemical free.
Yeah, Mary was telling me they actually go through a blind study and they actually do the whole, not only do they take the original test results and stuff like that, but they also compound it by doing many more test results.
Absolutely.
So that's very cool because they're actually looking out, and you actually dropped about, what'd you say, about 40% of your different types of things because it didn't meet the
Yes.
standards?
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost half of the product that we originally considered we
Yeah.
had dropped because it just didn't meet the
Even though those other ones were organic and everything else, they weren't still up to that
They were
level.
not.
Let's,
Nicole, and she'll give you a perfect example of the cosmetics that we use here.
We use Mally Wilts, which is
Breathe has actually become one of my favorite places, but it took me a while to find them and find out about them. And that I actually saw a thing on Dr. Oz about salt rooms and things like that, and went looking for one and couldn't find one anywhere until Breathe came along. And that I found out that the Knoxville is like or Tennessee is like the second highest in the entire nation for allergens. And Knoxville itself has an 81.52% of allergens, and the average is about 62%. So it's way up higher than almost everybody there. So the salt room's what attracted me, but they've got so many other things. Let's go ahead over to talk to JB a little bit. JB, tell us a little bit more about what Breathe is actually about.
Well, the main thing with Breathe is that we want the client to come in and relax,
Yeah.
to enjoy the wellness benefits of the treatments that we have there. And they're very familiar treatments. They're hairstyling, there's breathing, there's meditation. We have a fit wrap therapy, which uses infrared heat and really does help the body a great deal by removing the toxins in
Now,
the
that's
body.
actually helped you. We talked about this before. You had some physical
Right, I
problems.
had a back surgery, and the infrared heat from the fit wrap therapy has eased a lot of the back issues, the aching and the pain that comes from on a daily basis. It's worked wonders. But my favorite room, Michael, is the Himalayan salt room.
Yeah, I know. It's if you saw the video and saw the pictures, you've seen this incredible looking room. And I'll tell you, when you first walk into it, all of a sudden you just like relax. It's so weird. It's just like you're walking through a waterfall or something like that into this whole another realm. And that so definitely I got a big kick out of it. It's if you well, you can tell us basically how it works.
And
Yeah.
Robin certainly knows a whole lot more about the Himalayan salt room than I do. But this is a typical Himalayan salt brick. The entire room, as you saw in the video, the entire room is tiled, so to speak,
Yeah.
with these Himalayan salt bricks. These bricks are emanating the salt that you're breathing in, but more importantly, and Robin could explain our halo generator, which really is the key to the Himalayan salt room.
Right. The Himalayan salt actually has 84 different healing minerals that it's made up of, which is good for the body inside first, then outside. The halo generator, you can go to a salt room and just sit in there and you're not really going to get the benefits of the Himalayan salt. You need to have a salt room that has the halo generator, which is what we have, because in order to get the healing for any kind of respiratory problems, allergies, COPD, even asthma, you have to get that in your system. So you have to breathe it in, and that's what our halo generator does.
Well, that's one of the first things I checked into was to find out, because they said salt, okay, you can put salt, well, you can breathe in salt.
Right.
You can't do that. You need
No.
a thing called a halo generator, which is exactly what Dr. Oz was talking about.
Exactly.
And that-
It actually, you heat the salt up and then it grinds it smaller to where you breathe it in, and then once it gets in your system, it attacks the respiratory problems that you have.
Yeah.
It's also good for skin problems, so if you have any kind of skin issues, eczema, any kind of irritation, you just come and sit in the salt room, but your skin has to be exposed
Yeah.
for the salt to be able to affect it.
Yeah, because I've heard about that. People that have like psoriasis and stuff
Yes.
like that actually go in the salt room.
I remember when I grew up in the Jersey Shore, whenever there was a problem, whether it was acne or skin, my mother always used to say, go take a dip in the salt water.
Yes.
And back then, we believed the salt water was the great curative agent that nature provides. And to a certain degree, Mom knew best.
Yeah.
Because that salt water does, or at that time had a wonderful healing properties to it. We've taken that same theory. The folks who have created the therapy of Himalayan salt room, and utilize that same theory that salt, once it goes through the system, through the bronchial tubes, through the nose, through the bronchial tubes, it opens up breathing passages which may have been closed due to pollen or asthma
Or pollution or
or
anything.
pollution.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And it opens that up, and that the halo generator turns this salt brick into very, very fine dust that you breathe in and take completely throughout the body into the lungs. And that's like taking a dip in the salt water, except you're taking the salt water into your body.
Yeah. I used to belong to a gym, and that's actually what they preached to the gym, that they had this cold salt water dip. That after you've done the steam room and everything else, you go into the salt water, and it has all these medical properties for you. I'm not going to try to say that. Anyway, but so this is kind of along that same line, except this is very fine.
Yes.
And from what I gather, from what I've been reading and watching on TV and everything else, you breathe it through your mouth and then let it sit there for a second, then you exhale it through your nose. Is that correct?
Well, actually, in reverse.
In reverse.
Right.
Yes.
My purpose for being there is to help folks that may have some discomfort in breathing. And I use meditation. I use mindfulness meditation to assist that client in doing the breathing. And basically, it's a very simple process of relaxing in the salt room and breathing through the nose, because that's where the salt needs to make its first intrusion, through the nose, through the passages, the bronchial passages.
It cleans them all out.
Right, and then you hold it in there for about count of three.
Yeah,
exactly
3 count.
right, Michael. And then breathe it out through the mouth.
Yeah, it's like a little sandpaper that goes through and cleans out everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your nose will start to burn once you start to breathe it in, but that means it's working.
Well, that's good.
And it's good for all ages, up to a child that's 1 month old.
Oh,
Can
wow.
come in. It's,
I did not know that.
Yes, it's
And
a
it's a
good-
process.
Yes,
It's a process. It's not a
One-time
Yeah,
fix,
you,
yeah.
you,
And
you
it's-
don't go in there and say, I'm free of allergies. My asthma's gone. Hallelujah.
Well, but it's a nice process. When you go in
Right.
there's like deck chairs there. You just relax. There's soothing
Make you a
music
cup
there.
of tea.
Make it,
Yeah.
or a glass of wine.
Or
Right, you know,
you can bring bring your wine.
Bring your
We
wine
had-
in there, yeah.
We had a group of ladies there not too long ago that had Bloody Marys, and they
Yeah.
had a great time.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say.
And that it's so if you've got like a group of ladies who wants to go in there, that's a great way to go. To have a little
Yeah, we
outing for the
Had
girls.
several groups of ladies that's come and done a spa day. They did
Or for the
salt
guys,
room
for that
first.
matter.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the guys to come in with a keg.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily a kegger,
Well,
but you never know.
You never know.
You never could catch on. I mean, moonshine's all
You
over.
heard it here first.
Yeah, you can have the moonshine salt room. Well, there you are. So tell us a little bit more about some of the other things that are going on at
Well,
I'm getting my eyes done. First of all, you probably saw in the video there that I'm actually having the cold laser done on my eyes. And hopefully it looks a little better now. If you saw my first videos about 3 weeks ago to now, I can tell a difference, and people are telling me they can tell a difference. So we'll see what it's like in 3 more weeks. We'll actually do a special on that as well.
That's right. You looked like Ed Sullivan when you first came in.
Oh, I look 90. You know, it's one thing about TV. When you see yourself on TV and stuff like that, or even on YouTube channel or anything else, it's a reality check.
Yeah, it
and
sure
I'm saying,
is.
I don't look like that. I don't sound like that, but you do. And
I
that's
do.
so.
Thank you. Yeah.
And luckily, I get a lot of feedback from people. I saw where you're liking it and stuff like that. We're getting a lot of likes and a lot of messages, and people are sending stuff to me and questions
Fantastic.
and everything else, which is great.
And I
Anyway,
think Robin is she knows a lot about the spa. She's really an expert in the wellness aspects of the spa. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna, defer to her.
Well, we'll definitely
knowledge.
put your number on there, so if people have questions, they can put it down on Facebook. They can actually text it in there.
Yep,
And,
we'll
and if
respond
you've
to it.
ever done this, please tell us your stories. Put it down there. Leave comments about, I've tried the salt room and all this. Let us know what you think. But they can also call you and answer questions.
Absolutely.
And that. And again, I'm getting a little off topic. Tell us a little bit more about the spa.
It's owned, and I want to mention this, even if it just takes 30 seconds. The owner of the spa, Mary, has an extensive history in the beauty industry, so to speak. She has worked for NBC. She has been the hairstylist for Saturday Night Live for many years. She's done the hair of celebrities that are just incredible, because if there was a celebrity on Saturday Night Live, you can bet that she took care of their hair. And here she is in Pigeon Forge.
I actually walked in to breathe last Tuesday, and Victoria Jackson was there.
Victoria Jackson
Yeah,
from
Saturday Night Live. She was
Yeah.
actually there, and we talked for.
It's
20 minutes.
amazing. And if Mary is there,
Yeah.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you went up and introduced yourself and asked her what was it like to do Bill Murray's hair,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Or any of those guest stars, because all the guest stars also went to her.
Right. She's very proud of her career. She's done at least 4 major motion pictures.
Yeah.
And she takes that expertise. And the one thing about our wonderful leader, so to speak, is the fact that any product that we use or sell or recommend at Breathe Pigeon Forge, any product is completely chemical free and organic, meaning that if you come in with an allergic reaction to products that you can buy at the store, you're not going to find that at Breathe Pigeon Forge. You're going to find products that are only approved by Mary and are only organic and chemical free. And I think that's really important to our business. And Robin could expand on that a bit more.
Yeah, she is. She does a lot of research on what she has decided to put this spa around, and
Yeah, I
what
know
she
she
has
does.
decided to put in it. And she is a firm believer that you heal the body from the inside out.
In fact, you guys knocked out a whole bunch of stuff that you were going to have in there that the company itself knocked them out.
Yes.
And that said, these are not up to our standards.
Exactly. That's why Mary's basically done the research for you. She knows what's good for you, how to heal certain things. Like I said, she's very knowledgeable, and she wants people to heal more than anything else.
Yeah, I know. That's actually her driving force. We actually had a long lunch and talked about this. And her driving force is not to make a lot of money there.
Right.
It's to actually help people, which
Exactly.
is phenomenal to me.
It's quality and not quantity.
Well, I hate to say it.
And it's community.
Yeah, it's community.
It's important for the community. We want people to come in and relax.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have folks just come into our relaxation room, sit, read a book, have a cup of tea, herbal tea, of
Yeah.
course, and just let the stress of their daily lives withdraw for just a short period of time. And excuse me, if I could help them through meditation, that's a bonus as well.
Yes.
Well, sounds good. I hate to say it, we're at the end of our program already, and that this time is just like flown by, and that. But again, I want to thank our sponsor here. We have Forge Fit out here that's actually right outside the building here, and it's a great sponsor, but also it's a great place, and that Karina will put you through your paces. She put me through my paces, and it's become a thing. So if you get a chance to, give them a call, go see what they do. And they're also on the web, so check them out. Again, thank you guys so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. And we'll get together again in 3 weeks and show you what's happened with my eyes.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Go. One. 2 minutes. Ready?
I am Forge Fit. I'm becoming Forge Fit.
I am Forge Fit.
I am Forge Fit.
I am Forge Fit. I'm Forge Fit.
We are Forge Fit.